Big news today are coming from Korean servers of Throne and Liberty. Or they're on servers in Korea. They get brand new in-game feature, PvP Island, full PvP region. And not only that, within this latest update, October 30, you can see here in front of you, also nerfs and buffs are coming for some weapons. Let's analyze this latest new update on Korean servers from October 30. We are going to check everything, full summary of this update you will see in today's video, and also I will let you know what is happening on global servers. Before we start, let me just say, subscribe to my YouTube channel to see more of Throne and Liberty videos in the future. Okay, let's go directly to the point. October 30, brand new update on servers in Korea. First thing here, Nebula Island is open. This is inter-server content that can be accessed at level 55 and the weekly playable time is limited. So what is interesting here, level cap 55, that means that we will not get this probably for some time, right, in global version of the game. Nevertheless, it's coming. It's definitely also coming to global version of the game. Also, weekly playable time is limited. What do they mean by this? We are going to check it out. Field bosses appear periodically in the hunting grounds and various events occur. Nebula Island exclusive trinkets are added. So these are trinkets, I guess. You can see here, right, different kind of accessories. Wow, this is interesting. Maybe PvP accessories? I'm going to check it out. Added Nebula Island, a lawless area that can be entered when you reach level 55. So this is that open world PvP, which many global players were asking to get, right? So here it is, right? NCSoft have listened feedback of players and they have introduced this map. Let me show you here, right? This is how is this map looking, right? Which is a full PvP region. You cannot hide over there. If you don't want to play PvP, well, you can avoid this in-game feature, right? 2 to 3 servers are meshed as one, and the mesh server changes every week. Okay, this is interesting. You can enter throughout special dungeon lawless zone tab. Let's see regarding limitation of time. You can play for 7 hours a week, and the playable time is reset every Wednesday at 6 Korean Standard Time. So this is interesting. 7 hours a week is playable time for now. Maybe in the future they can change that. They can increase or decrease. I mean, there is no any kind of logic to decrease this time. Maybe they can make it even permanent, right? Imagine when there wouldn't be any limitation regarding how many hours can you play over there. Let's say this is permanent feature. That would be interesting, right? Playable time is determined from the time you move to Nebula Island. Playtime is reduced while in Nebula Island Village, Resistance Exploration Base, okay? The playable time on Nebula Island can be recharged using Nebula Recharging Stone. Nebula Recharging Stone can be obtained throughout drops on Nebula Island monsters, boss participations, reward boxes, and exchanges with Nebula Stone Merchant. So basically, the more you play over there, you can recharge that time. So it's not actually 7 hours per week. It's much more, right? It's much more. Let's check the island one more time. It's looking good. It's actually looking pretty massive. I'm going to check it out, guys. I'm going to play over there. I will give you my impressions, right? I still have an account over there on servers in Korea. I will let you know how it's looking PvP over there. PvP is always possible in the war zone regardless of the time. On Nebula Island, Ponzine protection does not apply when using teleportation stones or warping. Nebula Island field bosses. The field boss of Nebula Island appears at 10 o'clock in the evening. 24% field boss. Oh, this is interesting. 24% raid, right, occurs once a day, and 60% field boss occurs once a week. Wow, this is big change, guys. Amazing, right? Nebula equipment. You want to see this? Nebula Island exclusive trinkets are added. Trinkets, they mean accessories, right? They mean actually accessories. So we have here a ring, a necklace, bracelet, and a waistband. Actually, waistband is a belt, right? Let's check the stats. Hit 40, I'm checking now for the ring. Hit 40, critical 40, attack speed 2.6%, additional damage 4. Next health 150, hit evasion 60, endurance 30. I don't see any specific PvP stats, but look at this here. Song of Judgment ring. Wisdom 3, skill 2, increased attack range 4%, critical hit 10. Not bad, right? We have here some interesting rings. Necklace, let's check. Attack speed 4%. I like this already. Here we have some stats increase, max health 300. So I will leave you with this data here in front of you. You can stop the video now if you want to read, right, throughout everything here. I don't want to turn this into reading session, right? But you can see these accessories are actually looking pretty good. They're looking pretty good. Come on. You have stats, right? Movement speed, even attack speed, right? Critical hit, power hit, movement speed again. So depends on your gameplay style, depends on your class which you play, right? Combination of weapons. You might also get one of these accessories. This is really good. Let's go further. Let's see what we have here. A new growth system artifact has been added. Finally, we have get artifact system. Developers of this game, NCSoft, they are talking about artifact system now for a longer time, for a really longer time. Finally, we are getting it in the game. You can see it here. You can obtain artifact items from Nebula Island and Abyss Dungeon in the Toland region. Toland region is actually Talandre, new region. So you can go in open world dungeons, Abyss dungeons, right? Or you can go to Nebula Island to get a drop from mobs, right, to get these artifact system items. You can combine 6 parts and grades each time, each with its own unique stats and effects, and equip them in slots. You can use new skills by equipping Solar Stone and Lunar Stone. So each class, each weapon actually, is getting new skill. That is important to say. You can obtain new artifacts throughout material conversion. Okay, this is how it's looking, right? This UI for artifact system. Artifacts consist of Tally Stone 1 to 4, Solar Stone, and Lunar Stone, each with its own unique concept. Artifacts have different grades, and as of October 30, there are a total of 14 sets. 2 types of common, 4 types of advanced, and 8 types of rare. I will let you know about this. I will make special video on my YouTube channel very soon only about artifact system to get into details regarding this, right? So yeah. How to obtain artifact items can be also obtained from Nebula Island, right? And Abyss Dungeon in Toland region. We already get that information, right, 1 minute ago. And also from this, right? This is that material conversion system. I will make special video. I already have actually one video regarding this system on my YouTube channel, and I'll prepare more videos when we get closer to getting this system in global version of the game. Just to let you know, right? Basically, you're putting different kind of items here, and then you're getting randomly RNG, right? Like gambling thing, right? You're getting some random item, and you're getting trait resonance stones. Let's go further. Let's see what we have here. Set effects. This is for artifact. Let's check it out. Wait, a rare, 2 sets, 4 sets. Let's check all the way here, 6 sets. Ooh, look at this. Set effect on 6 sets, right? Critical hit 125, shield defense penetration 12%, increase attack range by 10%. Nice. Dodge 150, skill damage resistance 125, 7% maximum health, defense 7%. Wow, this is good, guys. Shield damage reduction rate 5% up, defense 4%, 4% maximum health, critical hit 50, defense 2%. Guys, increase attack range 6%. These effects are so good, right? Wow, this is artifact system, guys, will be very important, obviously, right? Skill effect, Solar Stone is given a unique use skill and Lunar Stone is given an active skill. When the corresponding Solar Stone and Lunar Stone are equipped in the artifact slot, the granted skill is activated. So you can get special additional skill. Let's check it out what we have here. Let's check the skills a little bit. Increase shield defense penetration by 20% for 10 seconds. Each critical hit reduces the target shield defense chance by 1.2% for 3 seconds. Increased critical hit by 100 for 3 seconds for every attack hit for 10 seconds. Wow, guys, this will change. This will change game a lot because this will additionally boost your character, right? Let's see here. Wait, advanced. These are rare, these are advanced. Increase attack power by 22 for 10 seconds. Increase hit rate by 200 for 10 seconds. Increase attack power by 15 for 10 seconds. This will be very useful. This will be very useful, guys. One day in the future, all of these things, right, these skills from Solar Stone and Lunar Stone, and also this, right, artifact system, set effects, we are getting in global version of the game. Not for now, obviously not for now, but when we get closer to this, I'll make some deeper analysis. For now, this is looking very powerful. Guys, this is looking very powerful, right? And here we go regarding changes for weapons. Adjusted combat balance for each weapon and fixed some skill errors. New specializations has been added for some skills for each weapon. This is big news. Or the value supply for existing specializations has been changed. The main stats of some skills for daggers, crossbow, and staffs has been increased. Really? Seriously? The main stats of some skills for daggers, crossbow, and staffs has been increased. So they're buffing dagger, crossbow, and staff. This is interesting, right? Let's check it out. The main goal of this weapon balance adjustment were to strengthen play the matches the party members of improved skills. In the process, we can move some improvements to the compatibility between weapons in some areas that show excessive synergy. A longsword and two-handed sword. In group PvP situation, we want to give you the option to try playing with your party a little bit more often. For two-handed sword, we balanced them by providing some countermeasures for uncounterable judgments. Okay, dagger. Although the performance itself is considered acceptable, some skills with low usability have been improved. So they are buffing dagger? That's interesting. I mean, dagger is the best secondary weapon in the game currently. However, regarding your main weapon, it was not viable to play until this moment. Now, does this mean that you could potentially in the future maybe even play dagger as your main weapon? Maybe. Maybe, right? This sounds pretty interesting, right? Let's go forward. Crossbow. Infiltration of selflessness. Has so many features wound into it that intention to make the skill concept clearer. In the case of crossbow, it is judged that is sufficiently performing in role of large-scale battles, and some buffs has been made to enable it to be active in the small-scale battles. So, they're buffing crossbow. A longbow. I'm currently playing a longbow sword and shield combination. Let's check it out. We judged that the recovery-related performance of the longbow would have excessive synergy when used with the magic staff. So, bow staff, yeah, I mean, a longbow staff, honestly, here is one of the most powerful combinations currently in the game, right? A longbow staff is so good, right? Some skill cooldowns has been adjusted to be shared, and the performance of unlimited skills has been adjusted. Oh, so basically, they are not nerfing a longbow, they are just nerfing a longbow staff combination. So for everybody who is playing currently longbow staff, not a good news. But in general, right, they are not nerfing a longbow. Staff. In order to, with close range weapons, additional effects has been added to some skills. So wait, they're adding additional effects to some skills. Currently, staff is already very powerful. And they are making it even more stronger. Interesting. Magic wand improved some skills with low usability. So for wand, little bit of buff, healing weapon of this game, right? Also, right, not a bad move. So interesting changes here. How will this have effect on gameplay itself, on balance between weapons in the game? Actually, I will let you know about that on my YouTube channel in some future videos, because I'll try to play this new update over there on servers in Korea, and I will let you know what is happening, right? You can see some weapons are basically getting buffed, right? So longsword, a new specialization of reduced cooldown town has been added to Iron Fortress. Two-handed sword, new specialization also. Dagger, base damage skill and recovery amount has been increased. Really? They are increasing base damage for dagger? Guys, this is interesting. Existing 16%, 19%, 18 to 22%, 19 to 23.5%, 20 to 25%, 21 to 26.5%, ooh, 27% to 45%. Not bad. The damage of additional hit specialization has been increased. It also, guys, this is so big change. From 39% plus 2 to 63% plus 5. From 42% plus 3 to 68% plus 7. They are really buffing dagger, right? Wow. Throwing a knife, that skill, throwing a knife, I never liked that skill. Because that recovery effect was never actually visible in the game. Seriously, existing 26.5 to 33.5 on advanced level 1, advanced level 5 from 38.5% to 47.5%, and on hero level 5 from 68.5% to 82.5%. Then this skill could be even viable. Until this moment, seriously, this skill sounds good when you read right description of this skill, returning right your HP, recovering depending on the damage, but throwing a knife was not really viable when you play it actually in the game. Now with this change, it could be even viable, right? Crossbow, the abnormal status removal specialization has been removed from infiltration of selflessness. Mana reduction has been added with the remove abnormal status specialization. Explosive trap, existing change from 15 seconds to 20 seconds increased. Nice. They're buffing, guys. They're buffing a little bit crossbow. Multiple shots. When using a skill, the cooldown of the Swift Leap skill is reduced by 15 seconds. Guys, they are definitely buffing also, right, crossbow. Longbow, healing hands. Change the share the cooldown with magic wand, rapid healing skill. So that is that change, right? So synergy of longbow and staff is being nerfed, but not longbow itself, right? Hand of purification. Existing one first layer 20 stacks. This is regarding weak status. Barrier of devotion, change to create a protective shield that lasts for 3 seconds when health is below 30%. Okay, the waves of heat wave. Transfer effect specialization wave of depth. It has been adjusted to activate once by default. Activate once more when wet frost occurs. Okay, so this is basically for Kane. I'm already reading. I didn't even notice now. I'm seeing what is happening here. I'm already reading for staff. So staff, right? Basically everything is. I don't see any big change here. Okay, let's see further a little bit. Lots of changes for staff. This is here regarding wand. Clay salvation specialization does not remove one stack, but removes one type regardless of the stack. Time of retribution, 20% reduction of shield defense probability has been added. Okay. So a little bit of buff for wand. Change to share the cooldown with the longbow healing. So, okay, change to share the cooldown with the longbow healing hand skill. So what, they want to make it less viable to play a longbow wand? They're kind of diminishing synergy of staff wand, right? Staff longbow actually. They're diminishing, right? Power of combination longbow staff and longbow wand, which is kind of interesting, right? Guys, the status immunity system has been improved and some equipment skills have been adjusted. And regarding everything else, guys, new guild's occupation area has been added with Toland region. The gameplay experience of siege worker has been adjusted. The operation method of return, teleportation, and resurrection during a siege has been improved. Change to that siege rewards can be distributed to friendly guilds as well. This is good. These are also some other changes coming to the siege system. I wouldn't say anything groundbreaking here. This is only regarding content of the siege. We are going to check that later. However, guys, most interesting thing you have seen, right? Massive update over there on servers in Korea. Not only that we have get this Nebula Island thing, right? PvP zone. Full PvP zone. Also, some nerfs and buffs are here for different weapons, right? Obviously, they want to buff a little bit dagger and crossbow. That was intention of developers of the game. And also, they want to nerf staff longbow combination and wand longbow combination they want to nerf. Also, artifact system, that is also reasonably good. All of these in-game features, one day in the future, we will get in global version of the game. So, incredible news, big news coming today from servers in Korea. Over there on global servers on Throne and Liberty, you can check dedicated video on my YouTube channel from yesterday regarding Amazon games doing different kind of measures against RMTing in Throne and Liberty. Check dedicated video on my YouTube channel from yesterday regarding this topic. They have put actually really good idea in the game. They are not banning players, at least not for now, who have done some RMTing in the game, but they have put negative balance on their account regarding Lucent. And also they cannot access auction house until they brought back that account balance into positive. Like I said, check dedicated video on my YouTube channel from yesterday regarding details of what is happening regarding RMTing in Throne and Liberty. Also, regarding number of players, I can show you here on Steam database. Number of players is still looking pretty good. Reviews of the game are getting better. We are currently more than 68.15% of user reviews on Steam, right, regarding positivity. That is really good. And now, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, you are fully updated regarding what is happening on Korean servers of Throne and Liberty, and also regarding global version of the game. Regarding global version of the game, check some other dedicated videos on my YouTube channel. For this evening, I wanted to share with you this information regarding this big new update over there on servers in Korea, right? Thank you for watching the video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Twitch, and see you soon with another Throne and Liberty video.